This is a parliamentary dictation with a speed of 60 words per minute taken from Sir Kailash Chandra's shorthand transcriptions F35 transcription number 125. Ready. Mr. Vice Chairman, we are discussing the railway budget today. This railway budget will open a new chapter in the history of this house, a chapter which is of a discouraging nature. The budget has been presented for first time in this house by minority government, so people of the country do not find any improvement or in future with this budget. How? Because in every budget there is a political will behind the budget, but in this budget we do not see any political will for the development of railways in the country. Para. The Indian Railway are the biggest public enterprise in the country. It is the largest in Asia and the second largest in the whole world, managed by a single management. It plays a very vital role in the field of economic development of the country. Every sector of the society, be it rich or poor, every man or woman is affected by the performance the railway department. Para. Madam, this budget generally over half of the economic of the country and affects the people in their various problem. In this budget, the railway minister claims that he has given relief to the weaker sections, which is not true. The exemption in the railway freight for the essential commodities is of peripheral nature. Para. This kind of exemption is a poor consolation because these articles are already bearing fairly heavy freight charges. I had considered the railway minister to be a when dynamic person earlier. Now that impression has been taken away from my mind by his presenting this kind of the budget in this house. He has committed a great mistake by increasing the passenger fares and railway freight rates at a time when the rate of inflation is already high. The restricted increase is also bound to affect the weaker sections of society. Para. Another glaring factors is increase in regional imbalances. For example, the southeastern region has been badly neglected in many respects so far as railway development is concerned. I do not want to encourage the feeling of regionalism, but in this budget, this matter is so glaring that I cannot ignore mentioning it on the floor of the house. While new railway lines are being opened every year in the northern states, even sanctioned projects and sanctioned lines in Odisha are being stopped or delayed for years together. Para. Madam, as you know, the Paradeep port was started 20 years back. In order to connect Paradeep port with the hinterland of ore mining areas, a railway line was started some 16 years back, but that line has not yet been completed on the plea that this portion of the line is not viable. This line is meant for carrying iron ore from the mining areas to the Paradeep port for export purposes. So far as the railway map of India is concerned, you kindly have a glance over the map of Odisha. You can easily imagine how Odisha was neglected before independence. Stop.